The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisville Cardinals. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's King. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Looking to throw, it's Cutler. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw again. Steps away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Louisville's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Moss. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Clyde. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room, it's Callaway. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Callaway. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it set up on the outside. To the 10. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. The give to the back. Hard running there. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Bill, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career, do it at Louisville.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Cardinals! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Callaway. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now improvising. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Moss. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out to that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Looking down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. Lots of running room. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. Touchdown, Louisville. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Go. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Moss. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Wide open downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on third and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stanley. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. On the run, it's Callaway. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's the handoff. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way. And he loses the timeout. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Caught on the outside, it's Prime. And he goes out of bounds. Up with positive yardage there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting to him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the punt team. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to pass, it's Moss. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Stewart. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
He's going to fire to the left. It's caught. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Moss. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Louisville! Take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Offense facing 4th down.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Lets it fly on the move. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. The give from the gun. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Buys a little time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Was so close to cashing it in for this offense. Here we go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Moss. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
42, New Mexico State, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. Floating away. 1st down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to Brown. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
Just keeps moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that is incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their look.
Dialed up it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they turn it into a defensive score. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just can...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that the players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive... 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his man. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back. It's Moss. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder delivery. Touchdown, New Mexico State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Calls his own number. The ball squirts free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it on the counter. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's a fake. The fake, and he wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.